Okay, this is chapter 2, lesson 5. Okay, it says estimate sums. And when you estimate is a number close to the exact number. So when you do not need an exact number, a word such as about, that's important. I want to highlight that. Can be used. You can find an estimate instead. An estimate is a number close to the exact number. Look at the example that they give you. The board shop sold 342 snowboards and 637 pairs of boots in the last year. About how many? That's definitely the key right here. About how many? Can you underline this for me, please? Or highlight it. About how many? Okay. About how many? About how many snowboards and pairs of boots did they sell altogether? Estimate, okay, 342 plus 637. So the first thing before I need to add, I need to do, what do they tell you to do? Round. Thank you. And then add. When estimating, you can round to the nearest tens or hundreds. So the first one, they want me to round to the nearest, right there, hundreds. So here's the hundredth place. Looking over to the right, what does the 4 say? The 3 stays the same, and replace these 2 numbers with? Zeros. So I have 300. So 637, what number's in the 100th place? 6. Looking over to the right, what does the 3 say? So the 6 stays the same, and replace these 2 numbers with? Zeros. So I need to add, now I'm ready to add. 300 plus 600. Well, 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. And then what's 3 plus 6? 9. Now it says round to the nearest tens. So am I working with hundreds yet? No, I could do that. Okay. Here's the 10th place. Looking over to the right, what does the 2 say? So the 4 stays the same and replace the 2 with? Zeros. And I'm not working with a 6 yet because that's the hundredth place. What number's in the 10th place? It's 637. 3. Looking over to the right. What does 7 say?
Add 1.
So what's 1 plus 3 then? 4. And replace the 7 with? Zeros. So now I could add. 0 plus 0 is 0. What's 4 plus 4? 8. And then 3 plus 6 is 9. Okay, so to the nearest hundreds, the board shop sold about 900 snowboards and snow boots. To the nearest 10, the board shop sold 908. Okay, and now you can have more than one good estimate. So both answers are okay. Now look at the other example. It says a board game has $4,140 in play money. About how much money would there be if 2 games were put together? Okay, so now again, what do I do first? Round. And looks like I'm rounding to the nearest. It says hundreds right there. I'm rounding to the nearest hundreds. So they did the first one for you. Okay, here's the hundreds place. Looking to the right is a 4. The 4 tells you that the 1 stays the same. Okay, and then replace these 2 numbers with zeros. So now I have 4,140 rounded to the nearest hundreds. Am I working with the thousands yet? No. Okay. Here's the hundreds place, which is the 1. Look at the number to the right. What does the 4 say? The 1 stays the same, and replace these 2 numbers with zeros. So now I have 4,100 plus 4,100. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. What's 1 plus 1? 2. And then 4 plus 4?
8.
So how much money, how much in play money would 2 games have? 8,200. So the two games have about 8,200 in play money. Now let's look at the example. So basically, I'm rounding first to whatever place value they tell me, and then I'm adding. Look at example number 3. On Tuesday, the White House had 219 visitors. The following day, there were 694 visitors. So first they have 219 and 694 visitors. It says about how many people visited the White House for over the 2 days. So I have to round to the greatest place value. Okay? I have 3 digits. What would be the greatest place value? Ones, tens, or hundreds? Hundreds. Okay, so let's start with 219. 219, what number is in the hundreds place?
1, 2.
Hundreds. 219, what number is in the hundreds place? 2. Okay, and then look at the number to the right. What does 1 say? So the 2 stays the same. Okay, and replace the other numbers with? 0. So I get 200 for that one. So then now I have 694. What number is in the hundreds place? 6, thank you. And then looking to the right, what does the 9 say?
1.
So what's 1 plus 6?
7.
And replace these 2 numbers with?
0.
So now am I ready to add?
Yes.
So do I add first on the left side or on the right side?
Right.
Do I start with 2 plus 7 or 0 plus 0? 0 plus 0, okay? Okay, always start on the away from the operations side. Okay, so start on the right side first. 0 plus 0 is 0, and obviously 0 plus 0 is 0, and then 2 plus 7?
8.
What is it?
9.
2 plus 7? 9. So they have about 900 people who visited the White House over the 2 days.
Estimate sums. Webster School has 429 students. Jefferson School has 267 students. About how many students attend both schools? Since the question asked about how many students, we can estimate to find the answer. Estimate 429 plus 267. First, let's round to the nearest 10. 429 is closer to 430 than 420. 267 is closer to 270 than 260. So 429 rounds to 430, and 267 rounds to 270. 430 plus 270 equals 700. Now let's round to the nearest 100. 429 is closer to 400 than 500. 267 is closer to 300 than 200. So 429 rounds to 400, and 267 rounds to 300. 400 plus 300 equals 700. The number of students that attend Webster School and Jefferson School is about 700. The exact number of students that attend Webster School and Jefferson School is 696.
I'm doing a report on oceans, and I found some movies about ocean animals. But I only have 30 minutes of library time. This movie is 37 minutes long. That's about 40 minutes. Do I have enough time to watch it? When you estimate, you use what you know or see to make a reasonable guess about an amount. How do you round to the nearest 10? Here's a movie about coral reefs. About how long is the movie? Round the number to the nearest 10 to give you an estimate. The number 19 is between two tens, 10 and 20, but it's closer to 20. So when you round 19 to the nearest 10, you round up to 20. So this movie is about 20 minutes long. This movie on whales is 64 minutes long. Let's round that number to the nearest 10. 64 is between two tens, 60 and 70, but 64 is closer to 60. So when you round 64 to the nearest 10, you round down to 60. This movie is about 60 minutes long. This movie is 45 minutes long. 45 is right in the middle between 40 and 50. When a number falls right in the middle, we round up to the nearest 10. So 45 rounds up to 50. The movie on sharks is about 50 minutes long. When you round to the nearest 10, look at the digit in the ones place. If the digit is less than 5, round down to the nearest 10. If the digit is greater than 5, round up to the nearest 10. And if the digit is equal to 5, round up. If a two-digit number has a 0 in the ones place, then it's already rounded to the nearest 10. When I'm rounding, I like to think of numbers going over a hill. When I reach 5, which is at the top of the hill, it's easier to go over to the other side to a higher number. How can you round numbers to the nearest 100? Check out this movie, Moby. It's about dolphins. About how long is this movie? You can round to the nearest 100. 118 is between 100 and 200, but it's closer to 100. So when you round to the nearest 100, you round down to 100. This movie is about 100 minutes long. When you round to the nearest 100, look at the digit in the tens place to help you decide whether to round up or down. In 329, the digit in the tens place is 2. Since 2 is less than 5, you round down to the nearest 100. So 329 rounds down to 300. Round this number to the nearest 100. Remember, look at the digit in the tens place. Since 7 is greater than 5, you round up to the nearest 100. So 872 rounds up to 900. Now round 254 to the nearest 100. First look at the digit in the tens place. Since it's equal to 5, we round up to the nearest 100. So 254 rounds up to 300. Anyway, Moby, I only have 30 minutes of library time. Which movie can I watch? A movie about coral reefs is only about 20 minutes long. So I can watch that one. You want to learn about coral reefs, Moby?
So it says estimate. I first have to do what? Round, and then I could add. And so estimate. Because round to nearest tens. Or number 3. 34. What number's in the tens place? 3. can run to the right. What does the 4 say? So the 3 stays the same and replace the 4 with zeros. Okay. 23, what number's in the tens place? 2. Okay, then look at the number to the right. What does the 3 say? So the 2 stays the same and replace the 3 with zeros. Now I could add 30 plus 20. 0 plus 0 is 0, and then what's 3 plus 2? 5, not 4. Number 5 says round to the nearest hundreds. Okay. 687, what number's in the hundredth place? 6. 6. Then look at the number to the right. What does the 8 say? So what's 1 plus 6? 7. And replace each of the numbers with?
0.
So 231. What number's in the hundredth place? 2. We're going to the right. What does the 3 say? So the 2 doesn't change. It stays the same. And replace the other 2 numbers with? Zeros. Now you could add. Obviously 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. And what's 2 plus 7? Or 7 plus 2? Same thing. 9.